the lesson: attachment, pain, detachment, pleasure. So one more thing is, in Ramayana, one or two characters were very shortly described by Valmiki Maharshi. It's not in my topic, but actually I want to narrate in my introduction. One or two characters are very, very short because we are in initial stage of Ramayana. All the children who are hearing, they must understand. That's why I am telling. The characters are very simple, but they are the main reason for that is Ramayana story. What are the two characters? They are also characterized by two bad qualities, lust and anger, kamamu, dveshamu. One is nothing but Mandara, the servant of the Kaikeyi. Mandara, second character is Ravana's sister Surpanaka. That she has lust, korika, kama. With that, these two characters, this Mandara and that Surpanaka, have taken the Ramayana forward. One more thing I have forgotten is, in the entire Ramayana, entire Ramayana moves to three cities. One is Mithila Nagara, second one Ayodhya, third one is Lanka Rajya. One more thing I want to narrate is, entire Ramayana, we can find different types of brothers. Here human brothers 4, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughnada. Rakshasa brothers 3, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana. And two monkey brothers, Vali and Sugriva. Two bird brothers, Jatayu and Sampati. You can find all the characters in Ramayana. In that introduction I want to narrate, I have forgotten, that's why I gone back. Now we'll go to again subject. So the children attain the age of 14. In those days the tradition is there, once they attain the age 14, the parents ready to marry. Because if not, they may go sideways. That's why to avoid that sideways. So here Dasara also planned to have this marriage. Suddenly Vishwamitra came. Dasharatha invited him, greeted him with a lot of courtesy, a lot of reverence. Vishwamitra also inquired about the well-being of this Ayodhya. Then Dasharatha asked, Swami, what reason you have visited here? Vishwamitra not disclosed. First he take his woe from this king Dasharatha. You give me a promise, then only I will tell. So Dasharatha promised that I will fulfill what I say. Then Vishwamitra disclosed that I want Rama along with me to protect my yajna. Hearing the words, the Dasharatha was stunned. Oh sage, my son Rama is just 14 years boy. He is very tender. He don't know even any hardship. It's not possible for me to send along with you. How they can protect the yajna? How they can fight with all these demons? You know this mentality of Vishwamitra, Durvasa, all very angry fellows. Our lineage also Vishwamitra, Durvasa and Agamarshana. So we also this temperament. My father was so much angry. Once he came into Swami's field, I slowly reducing my anger. Here Vishwamitra becomes so ferocious. He extremely, O king, you are going back to your bird. Nobody had done in your Ikshaka lineage. They are all truthful. They are all very pure. They are very pious. They are sacred. Now you are the person who are breaking your promise. Breaking your promise is nothing but it's a death sentence to you. By breaking your promise, you do perform any yajna. No, it's not at all useless. All useless things. By hearing these ferocious words, Dasharatha was frightened. At that time, suddenly, their priest, Vasistha, entered. He has seen the situation here, understood somewhat. Then he, consoling the king, Dasharatha, O king, it's not proper on the part of your Ikshwaka. You have given already word to Vishwamitra. Now you don't go back. There is no necessity to fear about Rama. He is nothing but the incarnation of Narayana itself. Why you are worrying, I don't know. You send happily Rama along with Vishwamitra. Rama will definitely protect the yajna. He will get name and fame. So finally, Dasharatha agreed to send Rama along with Vishwamitra. So Lakshmana also followed Rama. Lakshmana is nothing but Rama's shadow. So also Shatrugna also shadow of Bharata. They cannot live separately because they are all one family. Adishesha, Shanku, Chakra, Narayana Murti. Here, a beautiful example. What is their relations in their childhood? So Sumitra is having two children because she got payasa from both Kausalya and I think Padma Ravindran Westerly narrated. She had that prasada from both Kausalya and Kaikeyi. So she had two children, Lakshmana and Shatrugna. After that, they coming there to the earth, they are crying itself, non-stop crying. Whereas Rama and Bharata playing, enjoying, blissfully smiling in their cradle. Whereas two fellows are crying always. Crying, non-stop crying. So Sumitra, as a mother, has given lot of toys, he has given lot of colorful objects to make them stop crying, but not at all fruitful. The Dasharatha consulted so many physicians in those days to find a medicine, to find a remedy for this crying of this Sumitra's two children, but he unable to get a suitable medicine. One day, the Sumitra thought that Vasishtha is the right person to narrate his problem. The Sumitra explained to Vasishtha the problem. The sage meditated because he is the greatest personality. With the tapassu, he knows what is going to be happened, what happened also. Within fraction of a second, he told that, oh mother, you don't worry, there is simple medicine is there. I will tell you a simple medicine. You take Lakshmana, keep aside of Rama. You take Shatrugna, keep in the cradle of Bharata. Rama and Lakshmana are one amsha, so also Bharata and Shatrugna. Once Sumitra did accordingly as per the advice of this sage, they stopped crying. They are enjoying like anything. They have not at all taken any food, any milk. Now they are taking very happily, enjoying with the association of Rama and Bharata. Then Sumitra asked, how this was happened? What is the cause of this behavior, strange behavior? The sage explained beautifully. This is a lesson to all of us. O noble mother, a branch is a part of a tree. Humans are part of the divinity. We cannot love without him. Since Lakshmana was born in the same aspect of Rama, so he was united with Rama. The same holds with the Shatrugna. He could not bear the separation from Bharata. That's why the individual cannot live apart from the absolute self, our Jivatma, Paramatma. Our Jivatma always wants to merge in Paramatma. That is the supreme source. Here Swami says beautiful example. A fish cannot exist away from water. You keep him a golden bowl full of precious stones, but the fish cannot live. The fish rests only water. That is the source. For fish, water is the source. Similarly, our individual self, restless, it will feel happiness, reaches the absolute self. That is the source. This is the lesson that we learn from this incident. So many people feel that I am so powerful, so much wealth in my hand, but they are unable to enjoy the real no peace of mind. What is the reason? They are forgetting the absolute self, that is God. They think that the world is the beauty, real beauty. This is the creation created by Creator. Creator is the supreme. The creation is from the sankalpa of Creator itself. We are enjoying the creation, seeing the creation, thinking it's a beauty. It's a temporary one. If you want the eternal peace, if you want the real peace, we should go inside. See always inside. That's why Sai. Pasyatit pasaha, external eyes. We are seeing with external eyes. We cannot get. With external eyes, that what we are enjoying is a temporary one. If you want the real peace, If you want a real bliss, see always see inside. You ask always, who are you, who are you? But you ask one time, who am I? Once you are pointing your finger towards you, who am I? Then you can get real peace. This is the example. From this we can understand this. The supreme truth. We should understand the supreme truth. He is the Chaitanya, Suddha Chaitanya Swarupa. We may call it as consciousness or constant integrated awareness, whatever you may call it as. That is the eternal one. That is the first lesson we should learn. That means the individual self want to attain the absolute self. This is the first lesson Ramayana teaches us. After that we have had so many lessons, because we are in the initial stage only. Then Vishwamitra, still he was Vishwamitra there only. He almost confronted Dasharatha. You see, Dasharatha, Rama was not an ordinary man. He is the incarnation of Narayana. He was Daiva Swarupa. Nothing will happen to him. You leave him along with me. I will look after him. Here we should understand one thing. This Vishwamitra telling lesson to Dasharatha that Rama is not an ordinary man. But Swami says that to act as Rama is a very difficult thing. Swami says, of all the avatars, Rama avatara is the very difficult avatara, Swami says, because all the powers in his hand, but he behaves like a common man. He is omniscient, omnipotent, everything is there, but he has to behave as ordinary. That is avataric sankalpa, human body. Here, you must understand, my dear children. Vasishtha is telling that Dasharatha, Rama is the incarnate of Narayana. You don't think that ordinary fellow. Here he is telling a lesson. He has taken away Rama and Lakshmana somewhere. Later, this Vishwamitra also fell in illusion. He is telling mantras to Rama and Lakshmana, the Bala and Atibala. He has taken that Rama and Lakshmana followed Vishwamitra to the Siddhashrama, the place which is called Siddhashrama. The children must understand. We will have some questions after this entire 7 days program. So you try to listen everything carefully. Anything may be question form. So on the banks of river Sarayu, O Rama and Lakshmana, you are so young. You have never set eyes on these terrible forms of demons. For that I will teach you 2 mantras. The 2 mantras is called Bala and Atibala. This Bala and Atibala protects yourself from the demons. Here, he told there that Dasharatha Ramachandra is Sakshat Narayana Murti. Here again this Vishwamitra treating Rama and Lakshmana as ordinary people. They are the Veda Purushas. They are the 4 Vedas. They are Rama and Lakshmana, all 4 are nothing but Omkara. Rama is Omkara. Remaining 3 are Akara, Ukara, Makara. They are the 4 ashramas. They are the 4 Vedas itself. Now Vishwamitra is teaching mantras. That means here the sage also fell in this Maya illusion. Second day over, they reached the place Siddhashrama. The Siddhashrama is a place that was sanctified by Lord Vamana. He came in the form of